She said the dating pool is full of piss. Y'all wasn't supposed to see the ring light. Y'all ain't supposed to see that either. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Come on, go get a lighter. Anyway, I'm not using it, but y'all can see it. But look, she said the dating pool is full of piss. First of all, I'm DT, y'all the fam, and this is Fam Talk. So we came here to do what? Talk. So let's go ahead and talk about it. In today's episode, let's talk about when women say the dating pool is full of piss. And I'll give you my response to that. But I was strolling on my social media, one of my social media platforms, and it was a young lady who asked the question, is the dating pool full of piss? And it was one of the songs that she used. It was like, yes. So what's interesting about this situation is I went out on a date with this young lady, and the date went amazing. We went out on 2 dates, and both dates were amazing. And after the second date, she ghosted me. And then she hopped online saying, this is me praying for a good man. And then when feelings get involved, I'm out like a thief in the night. But she says the dating pool is full of piss. But when we went out on 2 dates and the dates were good, she ran. Okay. There's another situation with another young lady. She also posts the dating pool is full of piss on her page. Now one is 45 plus. The other one is 35 plus. The dating pool is full of piss. We go out, we interact. Our interaction is good. She openly admits and tells me I am a good man. She says this out of her mouth. You are a good man. And we sit and she has having a bad day. And I was like, where are you at? Well, pull up on me. I filled her tank up with gas. Have you ate? I took her out to eat. As we were eating, she engaged the conversation, are we dating? I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're the only person I'm sleeping with. You're the only person that I'm investing money into. You're the only person I'm talking to, taking seriously. So if you want to say that's dating, I guess we are. Yeah, what she did, she began to push away and ghost. Now, one's from Jersey. The other one's from a city in Huntsville. Well, the city of Huntsville. I was trying to say the state of Alabama, but anyway. And then now the third one, she's 29 years old. And she says the dating pool is full of piss. And she's from Birmingham. So this is a 29-year-old, a 35-year-old, and a 45-plus-year-old. All saying that the dating pool is full of piss. Now 2 of them openly admitted that, hey, DT's a good guy. And both of them ghosted me, right? Now, when I make this statement, I'm not complaining about it, because understand this. I tell women this all the time. It is easy for me to find an attractive young lady who I can sleep with. It's hard for you to find a masculine man that's willing to commit to you. It's easier for me to find you than for you to find me, because I move like a man. Remember what I said earlier. Hey, what are you doing? Pull up on me. Fill their tank. Then on top of that, have you ate? I took her out to eat. Whenever we up like, hey, look, I need for you to be ready at Saturday at this time and wear something comfortable. We're doing this. Is that not what ladies online saying? They want somebody who's gonna lead, who's gonna plan dates, who's going to to take care of certain things? Is that not what women online ask for? So so you telling me I'm doing the right things of what a good man's supposed to do, but you get scared and you run? But then you come on, you hop on these little platforms on Facebook and on IG and on TikTok and complain and saying that the dating pool is full of piss. So let's talk about this 29-year-old, right? She tells me, once again, the dating pool is full of piss. I said, sweetheart, let me be honest with you. It's not full of piss. You're pissing in it. So with the 29-year-old, she chose to be a businesswoman. She had a boutique for 6 years in the Galleria. She told me this. Now I'm not talking about pro-life or whatever, but she said that she had 3 abortions, not because the men were bad men, but because she wanted her business career, she wanted her business to flourish. So she chose business over the top quality men that she had access to, and over having a family. And now at 29, now she's 30 now, she wants that guy that wanted her when she was 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, 25, 26. The guy who wanted to have a family with her while she was younger. That guy no longer really want her anymore, because now he went and found someone who would. Remember what I said. Now take this. I am average. I'm average pay. I'm here, right? If I have the audacity, the confidence, the arrogance, the narcissism to make the statement that I can find you, but you can't find me, what happens when you have a guy who is a very high earner, who knows who he is? What happens when he comes to the plate? He's going to tolerate less things that I tolerate. And I'm a broke nigga compared to him. I'm a fraction of what's compared to him. So I told her, sweetheart, the amount of options that you have now is not the options that you had then. So now it's coming across as if the dating pool is horrible. It's not. It's not, because with all 3 of these females, one has dreads, the other one's light skinned, the other one's dark skinned. One's from up north, one's from 2 of them in the state of Alabama. They don't know each other, but you have the same results and the same talking points, doing the exact same thing. This is what happens. The older women become, the less options that they have. The less quality options, I should say. Because they have options. But the quality of the options isn't there. I've had a bunch of female friends who I talk to, and I tell them my personal stories of the women who I deal with, and the vast ages between 22, 24 to like even 49 and 50. Now let me caveat, I converse with women under the age of 24 and under, because I try to mentor them. They're like my little sisters. But I don't date that young. So for those who just heard 22, 24, I converse with them. There's a 22-year-old white girl who I'm talking to. I kind of try to mentor and try to help her understand what's going on and why it's going on. I converse with a lot of different people, but these friends of mine, listen, like, you have so many different options. And I tell them, yes, now, but look at everything that I've acquired. Go back to how I looked in the first fam talk. small beard to this fam talk. How I move like a grown man, I act like a grown man, I talk like a grown man, I speak like a grown man, I move like a grown man, I make money like a grown man. I was still trying to find myself in those fam talks. I know who I am. There's value, I hold value within myself. So with that being said, guess who else noticed it? That's how I ended up in Is This Your Man? Is that I built myself up to be looked upon. And I got seen. So guess what? The thing that a 21-year-old who wants from a guy is the exact same thing that a 50-year-old wants. That's protection, provision, and parental investment. Most women want the same thing. But what men desire from women is youth and fertility. And the older a woman becomes, the less youthful she is, and the less potential she has of having kids. Sorry. And if you get upset with it, young ladies, argue with God, not me. God designed this, not I. I'm just the messenger. I just work here. But it bothers me for women to hop online and keep on yelling, the dating pool is full of piss, and blaming men for their problems. Once again, the two women I spoke of earlier, I did nothing but right by them and did the things that you're supposed to do as a man. They allowed their past situations to blind them and to hurt them and to put them into fear. And then what they've done is they go run and they talk to another guy of less value. And that guy does what they're used to, and it justifies them saying the dating pool is full of piss. Yes, you're gonna get hurt because you ran to somebody that's gonna hurt you, and you ran away from the person who was going to help and heal you to the person who's going to continue to break you. Why? Because they're afraid. The 45-plus-year-old and the 35-year-old both, when they became very, very vulnerable to me and we're speaking, we're having these one-on-one conversations, I'm looking in their eyes and they have tears, and both of them are saying this, I do not want to be hurt again. So I'm not judging what happened. I'm not hurt, I'm not broken, I'm not mad about what happened. But I understand what happened. But don't hop on this app and on these platforms and keep on blaming men because you don't want to heal, you don't want to do the work, you don't want to take the risk. It's so many things that has happened to me and that I treat everybody as if it's never been happened. I have a legit case to say, you know what, I should hate black women. Every day when I sit and I go to work, I get mugged, I get snared, I get snarled at. It was a black woman who turned around and ignored all my texts, ignored all my emails for me to sit and get my apartment together. And then I turned around and voluntarily gave it up, but she still put it down as an eviction to purposely try to hinder me from me getting another apartment. It was a black woman who turned around and lied to me and told women don't shoot with me because I hate women, do all this other stuff. It was a black woman who falsely accused me of beating on her and swinging on her to make herself look better. I should be hurt. I shouldn't date black women because below me the black women hurt me. But then again, I would neglect the beautiful black women who have helped me. I'm able to do this femme talk because my camera broke, and a black woman who believed in me, who was a good friend to me, bought me another camera to help me. It was a black woman who turned around and printed out my whole study guide to help me study. There's a black woman who turned around and said, hey David, hey DT, you can get your blue check going this way. There's so many more black women who are good to me, who love me, who take care of me, who look out for me than the ones who don't. But it's like these women that I'm talking about and who I've just dealt with, these three women, they're focusing on how the men in their lives have hurt them, that they don't want to take a risk on the ones who will. That's not a black man problem. That's not a man problem. That's not the dating pool. Sweetheart, you're pissing in it. You're pissing in it. It's like back in the day upon growing up, right? You know, somebody would fart and somebody would piss in the pool and nobody would know. Now they have it set up where there's dye in it, so if you piss, you know who's pissing. I'm the dye. I'm just the blue dye that's just showing who's pissing. Because with the first door with the 45+-year-old, it was crazy. Our second date, this is how you know the chemistry was there. We was downtown Huntsville, and we was playing like the little Connect 4 game, and this white guy came by and looked at us and was like, "Oh, y'all are such a beautiful couple. I love seeing young love." And I get behind, I'm sneering and I was naming everything. And at that point, we get back, we're laying up, we're watching a movie. She's like, I don't like being vulnerable, I don't like being soft, I can't open up. And I was like, you've already opened up. Like, you're safe, you're good. And the reason I'm speaking about this is because for the longest when I was younger, I used to question myself as if I did something wrong, as if it was me. And it wasn't me, it was them. I did everything right. They just didn't want to accept it. That's why I posted. And what's crazy is this, is with the 35-year-old, I posted this, I said, I'm going to show you who I am. And it's up to you to see it. And if you do not believe it, that's on you. I will walk away. And she hearted it. And she commented on it. So she knew that I said, once I show you who you are, who I am, it's up to you to believe it. If you don't, I'm gonna walk away. With her understanding, she still did it. But I will give grace, because when women feel fear, when they feel pain, what is it? How do I put it? I'll say it this way. Trauma hits women differently, because it's like when they think about it, it hurts all over again. It's as if it just happened. So the fear they have is different. That's the reason a lot of these women were never supposed to be put into the situations that they're in. But the feminist movement convinced women that, hey, you can be like men without telling them the consequences of being like men. They see all the perks. They say women want the responsibility of children, the power of men, and the convenience of women. Responsibility of children, I don't want to have to do anything. The power of men, I want to have authority over everything, the authority of men. But the grace of women, you can't have all three. And I feel bad for each one of these young ladies who I spoke about from my personal experiences, because it's not too many men like me that's going to be willing to even give them a chance. Because the more these men are realizing that the juice isn't worth the squeeze. They don't understand the pain that's deep, because it's like, I've done right by you and hurt me. Why would I get with you? We have to remember, these same 40-year-old women who want these 40 and 50-year-old men are the same 40-year-old women that when they were 21, they told the men when they were 21 they didn't want them. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, but the gun still gonna go bang. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, because when the rabbit got the gun still gonna go bang. It doesn't matter who has the gun gonna shoot. It's just that women typically have the gun between the ages of 18 and 28. And men have the gun between 35 and 55. We was told that women mature faster than men. Yes, physically, because a woman is able to give birth quicker. A man isn't able to physically provide until he gets to a certain thing, until he gets to a certain age, and everything. So it is what it is. But the purpose of this fan talk is not to bash, because it's like whenever you speak negative or you speak something about something that perceived to be negative that women do, is bashing. But it's to make both parties aware. Because once again, when I was younger, I used to think something was wrong with me. My last deep relationship, I did everything right by her. Everybody saw it, and she told her that I was trash. I was a horrible man. And people believed her. And for the longest, I thought I wasn't wrong. And I had to realize that it wasn't her. And it's crazy because I made this statement. I wanted to be married twice to 2 different females. Both of them got married and both of them are divorced. The 2 women who I wanted to marry, who I put everything into my relationship, that I did everything I could right by them, got married and both of them are divorced. That's not me, that's them. Not me. That's them. It is what it is. So, I'm good. Matter of fact, I'm about to do a fam talk right out of this one. And the title is going to be, I don't deal with the crap I talk about. I don't. Either a woman gets on my program or I leave her alone. So all these arguments and these debates that men and women go through, I don't. Because with all 3 stories, if I would have sat and played the game, it could have worked. But I'm not about to pay for something that was given to me for free. You're not going to sit and give me all this feminine energy when I first meet you, and then you get scared and I prove myself again to earn it. No, I understand that when upon meeting somebody, you have to fight the ghosts of their past. But once I show you I'm not that ghost, and you see it, I'm not about to convince you every day I like you. I'm not going to convince you every day I want you. You should see by my actions. You should see by what I do, how I talk to you, how I treat you, how I do things for you. You should see that. If you don't value me. And it's not the fact that you don't value me, you don't value yourself. Because if you loved you, you'll put me in your life, because I'm one of the best things that can ever happen to you. Because I'm going to do right by you. It is what it is. And I'm arrogant, cocky, and narcissistic to say it. With that being said, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.